Hey friends, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. What's going on? How's everything? It's good to be back. So my last post was a doozy. Had to take a walk and blow off some steam because I knew some things that were happening was very bothersome. The bullying's strong. So I want to start off by saying that you truth tellers out there, keep up the good work. Good job. Good job. Yay. I support you. Yeah, you fearless warriors out there. You deserve a good pat on the back. Because if you're telling the truth, you're really making those liars upset. You really, really are. So I have some good news. Post that. 2 days later, after I made that post about my bank, I knew I have hackers in the banking. I knew my money was being stopped and stolen. And yesterday, Saturday, I received an email, 4 emails from my credit part of Chase that said that my personal data was breached 4 different times on September 8th with my social security number and personal information through Chase, and ways that could I could protect it and that sort of thing. So I absolutely know that with my posts the other day and my vehement truth telling about that, something happened, whether investigators looked into it more or something, because I went back to Chase 3 different times and spoke to the tellers and said, hey, this is a brand new account and I did not spend any money in this account. Why is my account showing negative balances? This is not right. This to that account, to this account, to that account, there's a breach. And Chase was like, see, but then no. Finally, yesterday, justice came with 4 breaches into my account, and I just call that a victory. So, yay! And if you suspect the same or something similar in your case, get after it. Stay on top of them and don't stop until you get answers, especially if you know for sure what you're saying is true, right? There's always a backlash. You know, truth tellers and warriors, there's always going to be a backlash for the good doing that we do, right? Because you're going to have your enemies that are going to get angry and they're going to rile up against you, and it's always going to be tough. But that's not the time to stop. It's not the time to quit. You know, whether they do black magic against you, whether they continue to do spells against you. It could be depression spells. It could be overeating spells, beauty spells. It could be turbulence spells, controversy spells, whatever they want to do out there where you want to give up. You know, this weekend was tough. It was very emotional, very depressing, because I really had to accept a lot of truth, that there's a lot of very serious people who have a lot of talent and power and authority that are not for me. You just got to accept it, right? And want to do what they can to stop me and block me and ruin me. And it did not get really bad until I started speaking up. And speaking up against what my family's doing, and my mother and my sister, half-sister. I have to make sure I make that clear. She's a half-sister. Anyway, there's false identities in my name, right? Those of you who think that your identity has been stolen or been used in other ways, I want to recommend a site to you called, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's called Spokeo or spokeo.com, and that's spelled SPOKEO.com. Very accurate site. I was shocked as far as my living history, identity, you know, but literally 8 different identities with identical history of where I lived in different names. I was shocked, and those were created. And so I have learned that people that have been using my identity and everything that they do, that includes my back history. And I know I'm related to them. I can't say absolutely for sure, so I will not point her out exactly. But my name has been used in many different ways, in many different formats, and illegally. So I learned that recently too, and I have background dye. I downloaded a bunch of reports. Yes, you got to pay money for it. It's 95 cents to start, $29 for a month, that sort of stuff. Money that I don't have to spend, but it's worth it if you want to get detailed information about people. And I recommend that you do that. Not to exploit them, but to actually use if you need to use them in your own law or whatever it is you need to do, right? So I learned that my identity has been compromised. There's false identities. My social security number has been used under different names. And so this week, I plan to trample on down to the Social Security office and get me a new Social Security number and identity. I plan to do that legally because I am definitely entitled to it. Because of the breach that has happened in my name and my Social Security number, and family, including my ex-husband, my mother, my half-sister, all these different people have my Social Security number and address and all kinds, and they just completely exploit it. They don't care who has it. They just give it away. I've been on the black web. I've been all over the place. They've made a lot of money off my Social Security number and blocked me from my own money, and it implicated me in a lot of crime. Could have gotten me arrested, could have gotten me all kinds of things. And I just thank God that the justice system has been using its own discernment in this case and has been wise enough to observe and investigate as opposed to drag me in and implicate, right? Big difference. Investigating versus implicating are two different words. Look them up. So this weekend, I went to a music festival yesterday, and that was kind of fun. Getting out and about a little more. It just kind of bummed me out a little bit. I don't know why. I've been isolated for a long time and very shy to go out by myself, even though I'm very confident to go by myself. But yeah, I've just been isolated more, you know. But as I go out and about, I'm not very impressed by what I see, you know. The more isolated I am, the more prayerful I am, the more, you know, the more high frequency music I listen to, the more less tolerant I am of ugliness, you know, and just the lackadaisical and, you know, people are smoking weed in front of their own children. They're all over the place, you know, weed everywhere. And I wasn't triggered. Thank goodness I wasn't triggered. It wasn't like I was reminiscent or wanted a contact high or wanted to, you know, be around it. I just was observant as to how lackadaisical people are about it, how welcomed and okay it is. And babies are everywhere and kids are everywhere and they're just smoking weed, and it is what it is now. It's becoming a way of life, and I guess it would be okay. I guess it's becoming a social norm among people, and I don't know. I was just unimpressed and quite saddened, you know, just because I know what the future holds, you know, and weed smoking definitely slows you down. Yeah, just shouldn't be something that parents do in front of their kids. That's my opinion. I smoked weed as a parent of kids, but I was always hiding in the bathroom or just doing something very, very private and very isolated because I really thought I was doing something for my well-being, right? I wasn't a stoner. I had my days of that, but I wasn't with kids, you know? Anyway, the more you become sober and the more you're engaged you are, the more you realize, yo, what's going on? This isn't good. So that kind of bummed me out, turned me off a little bit. And at some point I just cut out and walked home. I was only out like an hour and a half, and that was plenty. And it's getting easier for me to hop on the bus. I'm not as ashamed as I used to be at the bus stop. I'm not as embarrassed anymore because I accept the fact that I did not do the things that would cause me to lose my vehicle. I was literally frauded against. I was stolen from. I was blocked. I was cursed. I was spelled. I was so many things that would have hindered my money, my potential for earning money, and literally they stole my car is how I see it. So it's still embarrassing, but not anymore, because I have more empathy for the people that ride the bus on the regular, and now I feel the benefit of what it's like to ride the bus, the money I've saved, and the usefulness of our public transportation that needs more respect than it's given. And even when I get another car someday, I'll still use it. Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to go to court. Even if I were to have when I take these people to court, and if I have a car, I'll still take the bus and the trolley because I'll save $27 in parking, right? $2.50 for a bus ride, $6 for a whole day use is worth it to me. And I'm starting to think like that, you know? I will never judge people like I used to. I will never be the way I used to be. And so, in a lot of ways, I feel that this experience has been very liberating. Yeah. So I encourage you that if you are stranded and you feel like, and you're always having to ask so-and-so for a ride, or you're always having to turn people down, or you can't go because you don't have a car, that's not true. If you got $2.50 and you live in the California or San Diego area, hop on the bus. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. You'll enjoy it. You'll be just fine. It'll be fine. You'll get used to it. It's okay. It really is. And it's going to feel weird at first, but when you start to realize the benefits of what this transportation is and what you can do, and having, I've always had a car since I was 16, right? Always had a car. I'm 51. So to not have a car is weird. I'm supposed to be in the prime of my life, and I'm feeling like I'm starting all over again. And I'm okay with that. It's tiring. It's depressing sometimes, but I know that there's many reasons why I'm in the predicament that I'm in, but I forget when you're in a depression. I forget when I'm at the bus stop and I'm trying so hard not to have a panic attack and cry that, hey, you're in the middle of a fraud case, girl. You're in the middle of an investigation. You're being stalked. You're doing great. It's hard to pat yourself on the back, So I want to encourage you that this week, if you need to start something new, do it. If it's for your own good, do it. You need to do it. You need to hop on the bus. You need to not take the Uber, take the bus. It's going to take more time, but relax. Get up a little earlier. Take your time. Have a good time. Put your earphones in. Take a book. You don't have earphones? That's okay. Take a book. Stare out the window. Keep your sunglasses on. Whatever you need to do, just try it. You'll be surprised what an experience it is, and how how great it is. I mean, thankfully, I've lost weight walking around. I can get from here to here with a certain amount of time. I would challenge myself. And now it's like, wait a minute, I'll walk one way and take the 11 home. And hey, I'm feeling kind of cool. And, now it's like I have a game with myself. I play with myself in that way that, hey, if I walk one way, that's 5,000 steps, and then I could take the bus back, and then later on I'll take the other 5, and da 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 da. I just do little things like that. And sometimes I wait till certain times because I don't want to see all my neighbors leaving who go, oh my God, she still doesn't have a car. Oh my God, she's so poor. What is she even doing? Oh my God, you can feel it. So what? Get over it. Get past it. Yes, they're talking about you. If you want to know they're talking about you, yes, they are talking about you. Are they gossiping about you? Yes, they are. Are they snickering about you? Yes, ma'am, they are indeed. Sir, yes, they are making fun of you. Yes, they are. So what? Because one day you're going to have justice. You're going to have everything back. You're going to have everything back. And they're going to be like, oh my God. You mean she was telling the truth the whole time? Oh my God. And they're going to smile at you, and they're going to want to be next to you, and they're going to want to have, a seat at your table, and you're going to have the whole table before you, and you're going to be like, no, no, no. No, no, this is not your table. And then you're going to eat in their face. Okay? That's what you're going to do. You're going to eat in their face and enjoy it. So make sure what you choose is healthy, Another thing I want to talk about real quick is make sure that you're maintaining what you can in a good diet, I don't even take my vitamins as regularly as I should. But one thing I have noticed is that when I take do my grocery shopping, and I take the bus, and I take the bags, and I do it, and I pack it right, and I take the bus home with my bags of groceries, my salads, I'm doing plant-based foods. I'm not eating any meat. I take that back. I am eating shrimp and fish, so I have been doing that lately. So to each their own. But the foods that I'm eating are really actually making me feel better. They're keeping me light. They're keeping me clear-headed. I eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of veggies. I chop up veggies and put them in my eggs. I chop up veggies, so I am eating eggs too. So what I'm eating is really helping me a lot mentally and physically. So I've been shocked with the amount of stress that I've been under, how I have not been gaining weight. I've definitely been maintaining, and I drop, and I go up a little tiny bit, and I drop, and I maintain. I have not gained. So that helps a lot, even with a lot of cortisol, because I do know I have a lot of cortisol coming through the system with the stress. Cortisol is a stress hormone that causes you to gain weight. I'm definitely premenopausal. I definitely get the sweats and that sort of thing. So all the telltale signs to help you gain weight. But it's not happening with me because I really believe it's because of the foods that I'm choosing. So maintain a healthy diet, okay? Maintain something as best you can. I'm really focusing and talking to people that are in a struggle, people that are trying to work through things, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, spiritual. I'm talking to you. I'm addressing you with these posts right now because I am definitely in the thick of a major fight. I'm in the thick of some serious fraud, murder, accusations, serious family trauma, which includes the murder of my brother, which includes an inheritance that I was withheld from, and I was attempted murdered on to hide an inheritance. So I do not take this case lightly. This is a very serious matter. And finally, I am being taken seriously. And It's a day-to-day process. I've been depressed. I'm trying to maintain face, dignity, pride, whatever that means, with no pride. Now I'm just sort of ready to, excuse me. I need to get back into formulating, but I was sat down by the Spirit because God didn't want me formulating with an upset, bitter heart, anger, rage. I don't want to make bitter body butter, I don't want to make something that is not from the heart in the rightful way. So I'm coming out of that, and I need to formulate. I know I'm good at it. I know I'm good at what I do. I don't put anything on the computer because I know I'm hacked, so I handwrite. And I've been handwriting my chapters for the book when I feel it. And I haven't put anything. All my recipes are in a special book. All my book ideas are in a special book. Chapters, titles, whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm only handwriting it and hiding them because I know that I'm being hacked and stalked, and anyone could break into my home at this time. And right now my recipe book and formulations is literally a prized book that will be it's worthy. It's good stuff. And I know what you have inside of you is good stuff too. So I encourage you to make sure you put your thoughts together. Whatever it is you're going through, if you're struggling through something, make sure you write down your thoughts. Make sure you write down your chapters. Make an outline. Make a strategy. Put them in a safe place. Put them in your diary. Whatever it is you need to do. Don't put them on the computer right now if you think you're being hacked. Don't put anything on the computer if you think you're being hacked. What you do need, if they hack it, fine. Then they'll, it's a copyright infringement. You'll sue them for it. Whatever. Just protect yourself. Protect your assets. Your biggest asset is your mind, right? And your health. That's all I got for me right now is a good bill of health and a stable mind. And that's a lot, because this will be the first case I know in the state of California that a stable-minded, non-mentally ill or diagnosed person is going to be prosecuting witchcraft, covens, warlocks, witches, people doing insane crime through insane, magical, weird ways that is absolutely not mentally stable. That is not... I think the people that are involved that are doing these major witchcrafts are not mentally well. It's insanity to do death magic and over and over and over and hire people and all around the world and stalk me to the Philippines and, do hire witches and warlocks in these foreign countries to do major witchcraft. Very expensive. I can't wait to see the money trail that they've done. I can't wait. It'll be definitely something to watch because they spent a lot of money to try to kill me through witchcraft. So it will be very welcoming that I will be prosecuting them and questioning their mental stability as a sane, mental-minded person. So that will be fun because after doing research on these types of cases in California, the people that were actually prosecuting were questioned as being mentally ill. And you're not going to be able to do that with me. So I'm kind of excited about that. The other thing I did this week was I officially filed for divorce and sent the paperwork, and it's non-contested, and we have a divorce agreement, and I'm not asking for alimony, and we agreed on everything, and child support, and with the children being with him. That was a huge step for me. So it really cut a spiritual cord that was between us. And I feel very free and single And in God's eyes, we are definitely already divorced. The court is a whole nother issue, and that'll take a few months and whatever. So if you've been debating whether you should file the divorce, and you know you're miserable, and you know they've been doing infidelity, and you know it's not this, and it's cheaper to keep her. No, it's not. No. It's emotionally expensive. It's physically expensive. It is energetically draining. So it's not cheaper to keep her. I can guarantee you that. So if you've been sitting on the fence, get it done. Get her done. File it. If you think, oh, but he does this for me, and oh, well, how am I going to do it? You're going to be just fine, ma'am. File for that divorce. If you need alimony, get the alimony. Whatever. Or if you don't, don't. Take care of that. Make your first steps. The San Diego courthouse is absolutely gorgeous, and the process was way more pleasing than I can imagine. Divorce is never easy, but it was actually a very peaceful process for me. I made sure I was going to be peaceful, and I got it done, and I mailed it off all in 1 week. I filed, got the paperwork done, and sent it off all in 1 week. Yay! Yay! Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. You see what I'm doing? No matter what I do, I go, good job, Tiffany. Good job, Tiffany. Good job. So you too, whatever it is you need to do, take care of it. You got to make that call, make that call. You got to file that paperwork. You got to file bankruptcy, go file bankruptcy. Get it done. Just make a filing. Get it done. So what? You'll be fine. It's only 7 years. You know how fast 7 years goes? 7 years, boom, you're out of it. It's over. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what about you? How are you doing? You doing okay? I'm praying for you. I'm praying for all people in a fight, that you continue the fight, that you take a nap when you need the nap, that you get the rest. Stay strong. You're loved. You're supported. There are more people on your side than you can imagine. If you don't know it, they're there. Somebody's out there. Trust me. I'm here. Anyone who's being brave in a fight that no one understands, I'm right here. I got you. I support you. You're doing one hell of a great job. I'm proud of you. You've got this. Keep up the good fight. Don't stop telling the truth. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Keep it up. Go back to the bank and tell them another time, no, that's not correct. No, that's not correct. Go back and tell them again. Nope. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. And guess what? They're going to have to go, yo, you might just get that. Uh-oh. There's been a breach of data here. Uh-oh. And it happened to happen on my grandmother's birthday. And the day that I was breached 4 times, including my social security number, which means they did credit checks, which dings my credit, right? They do. I know some chick was sitting at a computer at one point, 25 credit checks a day. I went from a 743 down to 423 in less than a year. I remember American Express when they were like, what happened? How did this happen? You were such a good customer. You were paying everything, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And I explained to them, all my money disappeared. This happened, that happened. They were like, how did your credit score go from a 743 to a 423? Like, this is unheard of. That's because some chick was like, credit check every day. Boom, 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 on purpose. And then they'd watch. Did she go get another job somewhere? Is she going to get a job somewhere? And then everywhere I was going and working, boom, they would attack that business, attack that Pacific Pearl La Jolla, boom, attack them. I finally said, I'm not working nowhere. I'm going to take care of right here, or I'm not working, because I'm not going to subject anybody to this hell that I've been going through. My business has been completely annihilated. I want no one to suffer like I have. And that's why I won't go get a job. I won't. They know it too. They know it. And it's worked in my favor because A, I have a sustainable business, and B, they've noticed, oh, okay, here's her money going in, and yo, there's the glitch of her money going out. That's weird. That's strange. Yeah, it's called fraud. Not that strange. I've been telling you that for 4 years, right? So stand your ground. Stand your ground. The truth will always get revealed, especially when you're on the upright. Trust me, it's taking years for this to come to pass. I've been stalked and hacked for over 10 years, my friends. Ruined my family, destroyed my kids and I, destroyed my marriage, all because I was kept saying, something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong, being hacked at me. Oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. I was counted as crazy, counted as crazy, counted as crazy, counted as out of my head, out of my mind, an addict of this, of that, of this, and that. And it was like, uh-oh, you really have been hacked. You really have been frauded, and you really have been stalked for a decade. Finally, the truth is coming out. Finally, I'm being sought out as, hey, I'm Tiffany. I'm Tiffany Nelene Rivera Rascon. As a child, I was adopted at 18 to Fox. Tiffany Nelene Fox Rivera Rascon. This is me. I'm not dead. I'm alive and well. Yes, they have multiple identities on me, but here I am, sitting right here, sitting in my willed condo that my papa left me for a reason. I'm sitting here, standing in my fortress, holding it down, going, I'm not moving. I'm not budging from here. Not with your mortgage fraud. Nope, not going to happen. So I come to you right here, right from my fortress that I'm trying to protect on the daily. So it's difficult for me to make posts. I'm a very shy person by nature. I don't like to cause controversy, and I don't like attention on me, especially when it's a weird nature like this. But I know somebody needs help out there, and I know I need to keep telling the truth and speaking my truth and speaking my peace. And I know someone. All I need is one. All I need is one person to be getting motivated that's might be experiencing something. One person from all these videos to say, hey, this is helpful to me. Hey, wow, I didn't think about that. Oh, hey, I could do that. Yada, 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 whatever. All it takes is one. I'm not chasing clout. I don't need to. I'm fighting for justice. In the name of Jesus. I'm fighting for justice. In the name of Jesus. And that's hard. Hard to do because you know how Jesus was treated. Gah, right? And his disciples. A modern day martyr has definitely been going down with me. A modern day witch hunt for sure. A martyring of a Jesus beloved follower for sure, without a doubt. Yeah. So let's close with the scripture. Okay. Shall we pick a card? Let's pick a card. A quick one. Let's pick a quick one. All right. You remember I have these cards. I have the Old Testament and New Testament in here. I made index cards and I shuffle them up and I pick a card. And it's kind of fun for me. So let's pick a card real fast, okay? Let's see what's going on. A little scripture for the night, okay? And I'll say goodnight, okay? All right, let's do 1 Timothy. What's your favorite number? You know? If this is how you want to start out, then just start out like that. Start with your favorite. If you just want to pick a random scripture and not read the whole chapter, pick your favorite number and some other number. You know, pick something. I don't know. However you want to do it, okay? I'm looking at this, the clock right here. The timing on this is 34:42. So let's go chapter 4, verse 2. Shall we? All right. Oh, 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Speaking lies is hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. You see what I mean? There's a message. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. After all we've been through today, speaking lies is hypocrisy. What have I been saying tonight? Speak your truth, no matter what. Keep speaking your truth. If it hurts, speak your truth anyway. If it hurts them, they'll be okay. Speak your truth, no matter what. They'll survive. Because what is it? Speaking lies is hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. You'll feel it later. Your conscience will be plagued when you speak lies. It's the word. What a great way to turn it up. King James Version, okay? Keep the faith. Keep speaking your truth. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. You can do it with class. You could do it with grace, but be brave, be courageous, step up, stand your ground. Don't move, don't budge, especially when you know when you're right. Hold your ground, stand your ground. Okay? I support you. You got this. Be strong. God bless you. I love you. If you need anything, inbox me. I'm happy to share. Don't forget about the website I showed if you think you're being compromised with your identity, okay? Get the answers you seek, all right? Do it, do it, do it. Have a blessed week. I'll check in soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.